I'm Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Topo Designs Mountain Waist Pack, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. If you find this video helpful, click subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. Looking around the outside of this bag, we have a 400D recycled nylon with a ripstop pattern here. You can see the ripstop. And this being Topo Designs, there's a lot going on here. We've got a lot of colors. This is I think it was called the burgundy dark khaki colorway. So we have burgundy and dark khaki, but then there's also this olive and a gold and some hot pink thrown in. And all the colorways are equally as vibrant, unless there's some understated ones like a bone white and olive combination that's a little more subdued. And then of course you can get black, which is black on black on black. So if all this brightness isn't your thing, there are options. Another thing to point out that is sort of on all of them is the very large Topo Design patch. We do see this on a lot of their products. It's their thing, as are these chunky zippers. They are YKK zippers, and they have these large paracord pulls. Obviously, it makes them really easy to open and close, although it is, to my opinion, a lot dangling off. I find I like it better on like a larger bag than this, but I mean, it's very Topo Design looking bag. We have Woojin hardware for the buckle, and then there are basically, obviously you're going to carry it either by the strap or you could hang it up on a hook. We've got these little like tabs on the end of the hooks. Oops, I have the strap over it. So you could hang it up that way, or you could put carabiners there. And then there are these sort of like tabs at the end of the zippers where you could either, it looks like you should be able to slide the zippers through, but with the fat knots on the end of the paracord, I didn't, and so I didn't end up using that feature very much. As for the harness system, we have a very simple webbing strap here. We do have built-in strap keepers on each side, which that's nice because obviously if you're gonna wear it as a waist pack, some users are going to have more extra dangling off than others. Although I did find that this elastic is a bit loose and it would like slide up all the time and then just create this sort of like, I don't know, bubbling pattern? I don't know what you wanna call it. But it seems like whenever I went to grab it, it was not lying flat. Maybe I'm being nitpicky here, but that's sort of how I found it. The buckle also being where it is located basically dead center on the strap. If you are wearing it as a waist pack and then you go to sit down, you really feel it in your back. So keep that in mind. And then we have nice padding on the back panel, but it is very, very stiff. So that's great because it does hold, you know, the structure of the bag and it cushions the blow of anything, but it is so stiff that it does sort of affect the way it looks. So here we have it in waist pack mode, and as you can maybe see, maybe not see, because of that stiff pack panel, it's not hugging directly towards my body unless I really, really, really cinch it up tight. So something to keep in mind, but otherwise it does wear quite comfortably that way, and you could throw it on your back if you wanted, and it's just a nice way to keep your gear close at hand. As with most waist packs, you can also wear them crossbody, and frankly, this is how I preferred to wear it. That stiff back panel isn't as big of an issue. Your stuff is still right there in front of you, and so I just find this way more comfortable. Obviously, this is a very casual looking bag, but it is definitely good for, you know, theme parks, exploring, daily excursions, stuff like that, because the casual vibe fits in those places. The Mountain Waist Pack is a 2-liter sling, but nevertheless, we still have a couple of different places to store your gear. We're gonna start with the front pocket here, and like I said, it's got this, you can sort of To open it, there's a tab on this side to close it, and you can sort of hold the tab on this side to open it, or really the stiff fabric, really you don't have to hold things, it's just there if you needed it to. And then inside here we do have a very short key leash. It is super short. Look how it's very, very short. So I did find so if you only have a couple of very thin keys, I could see maybe using this. These are not my keys, and I usually have a big car fob, and I have a keychain, and I have then a couple other house and garage keys and stuff, and they basically took up the whole pocket. It's not that big of a pocket here, so I've got some lip balm in here, and I have these keys, but when I had my keys in here, basically it was the whole pocket. I couldn't fit anything else in there, and then I thought it was sort of redundant to have the key leash because I didn't need to use it to pull it out. Now that being said, when you're wearing it and you open it up, it was sort of nice to have, if you needed to have them attached just for your peace of mind, you didn't have to worry about them falling out. But if they're the only thing in there, then the only reason you're going in this pocket is to pull them out, so you probably don't have to worry about that. So I really didn't end up using the clip that much because it just slowed down my access, my getting out the keys. That's me. We have the bright yellow liner. It is a 210D recycled nylon. And so it's just very nice and easy to see everything in there, even in the dark, because it is so bright. The main compartment is then the rest of this space here. We have a dual-sided zipper, so you can open it up from either way, depending on however you closed it, or you could have it in the middle. You have options there, which I do always like having two ways to get into things. Of course, this is such a small pack that it probably doesn't matter, but still nice to have options, right? We have the same bright liner in here, and then you just have, you have a little more space, basically for, the contents of your pocket, or if you're going through the TSA line and then you don't want to have things in your pocket, it's nice to just put it all in here. I've got a minimalist wallet, my phone, I've got some AirPods. There's not a whole lot more room to fit things, but you can fit a decent amount here. It's really meant, I think, as just sort of a pocket dump, and so that does help it also to lay a little more lower profile on you, which is nice. So if you're looking for something to carry throughout the day on adventures during your trip, or when you're shopping or whatnot, and you really like the bright Topo style, this definitely might be for you. And also, if you are using it through the TSA line, you probably don't have to worry so much about forgetting it like you might just if you had all your things and you just didn't grab your wallet. First of all, everything will be together. You're only grabbing one thing. Second of all, it is so bright that you probably are going to find it pretty easy to find it. And if you do miss it, somebody else is going to notice right away and probably call you back. So there you have it, the Topo Designs Mountain Waist Pack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.